Sony wants to hide their secrets from you. This is a really dumb patent. It's really stupid. It's not going to help them keep their games spoiler free. What are you doing, Sony? What are you doing? Skip it up and that up. We all know what happened with The Last of Us 2. All of the cutscenes were leaked. Gameplay was leaked. And yeah, not going to go into the spoilers of it. Not even going to talk about that because Naughty Dog's on a rampage right now and I don't want to deal with it. But Sony in the future, well, this patent actually wouldn't prevent what happened with The Last of Us 2 from happening again. But Sony wants to hide spoilers from you on games that you haven't finished yet through the PS5. It's a weird patent that came out in late October 2018, or at least that's when it was filed. And this comes from T3.com. I'm going to read the little piece to you because it kind of doesn't make sense to me, and then we'll discuss. Sony has recently been granted a patent by the United States Patent Office for a spoiler blocking technology that could be integrated into the PS5. The general gist of the new patent is as described, a service to block content from appearing about a game you've yet to complete. However, it's more sophisticated than that. The patent document suggests that the service could prevent content from being shown that specifically relates to parts of the game you haven't encountered yet, while leaving information regarding parts of the game you've completed free for you to browse. Now, this comes right from the patent itself. The technology disclosed herein can allow players to engage with friends and the community around narrative games with the confidence that they will not accidentally see spoilers, which can include an activity, character, item, outcome of activity, action, effect, location, and attribute of character or item. So, I guess what they're trying to do is, oh, okay, you played The Last of Us 2 and you completed it and you're my buddy. If you completed it and I didn't, if my buddy gets achievements or something like that that would give a hint as to what happens later on in the game, it wouldn't show them. Okay, great. It's not, yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of dumb. I get what they're trying to do, but everyone is connected everywhere now, whether you be on your computer, whether you be on your smartphone, whether you be on your console, whether you be on your tablet. Things leak everywhere, whether you be at a goddamn grocery store and someone leaked the play The Last of Us 2 completely there and they're talking about it with their buddy. I've literally been to the grocery store and heard people talking about, like, grocery store workers talking about the plots of video games before. Video games are everywhere. We're always connected, and people are assholes and want to leak games. They how many times, like, you go on the internet and if a game comes out, whether it's story driven or not, or the story's secondary, you go down to the comments and someone says, "Oh, did you see what happened with so and so?" People are assholes, and everywhere you go, people are always trying to ruin the experience for someone else in a narrative-driven game, or even if it's not a narrative-driven game. So fine, if it was like 1995, which we wouldn't have this technology of everyone being interconnected, and you lived in a console bubble and we didn't have supercomputers in our pockets, maybe this technology would be a little bit cooler, or this patent would be a little more interesting, but the games are going to get spoiled anyway. And to be quite honest with you, at least me, I understand why other people get annoyed. It's not that I'm saying that I'm right and you're wrong. I personally, if someone spoils something for me, not that I want it spoiled, I don't agree with people to ruining games and spoiling plots for people, whether it be movies or video games. It doesn't really change the experience for me. I still get wowed if it's a good story or if it's a good plot for a movie. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I guess this is a cool idea. It'll be interesting to see if they actually implement this on the PlayStation 5, but it ain't going to save anybody from a game being spoiled for them, because unless you don't own a smartphone or are only going to own a console, there's going to be ways that people could spoil narrative-driven games, no matter how hard you try to avoid the spoilers. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. Unless you like move into the woods or something when you know a game's coming out and like just camp out there until it's actually released so you can't interact with anybody. Try that. Just don't get eaten by a bear. Hey, if you enjoy my content, consider becoming a Review Tech USA member. I'll have a link below in the description. I live stream now on this channel all the time, and it gives you access to cool emoticons to use as well while I live stream. Again, link below in the description. Thank you for your continued support.